Hi guys, my name is Moti from Athletic, and in this video we're gonna dig deep into when should you practice, when should you exercise or work out, in the morning, noon, in the evening, does it make any difference? Let's dig deep into it, stay tuned. Before we start, if you're new to this channel, feel free to comment and subscribe or share or comment or anything else. Now let's continue with why and when should you exercise. So maybe I guess that the first question we need to ask ourselves is, what is our exercise goals? What is our fitness or health goals? If you're trying to build muscle mass and if you're pushing yourself outside of your limits, you need to be in your optimal physical shape. You need to be with high energy and warm and ready to practice. Some people have that high level of energies in the morning, and some people have them afternoon or even in the evenings. So it kind of depends on your personality and your lifestyle. Usually most people have higher levels of energy during the day and not early morning. So in that sense, if your aim is to gain muscle mass, I would say maybe practice somewhere around noon or after evening, but not too late, not close to midnight, of course. Does the time of day when you exercise influences the calories that you burn? There is some urban legends that if you practice in the morning with an empty stomach, then you burn more fats. And that's probably not the case. All the literature shows that it's amount of calories you intake and outtake. So it's calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out. So you can do your exercise in the evening or in the morning and burn pretty much the same calories. However, and that's a big however, if you have more energy in the evening, then you are able to push yourself further and then hence burn more calories. If you're very tired in the morning and you cannot really kick in and you're only 70% of your max capabilities, then you will burn less calories. So in that sense, your level of energies does affect the amount of calories that you will burn. Again, this will also be translated to the muscle mass that you will accumulate. If you want to gain more muscle mass, it doesn't really matter if you do it in the morning or in the evening, but if you have higher levels of energy in a specific hour, then you'll be able to push yourself more, and then your skills and your physical ability will rise. So directly it does not make a difference, but practically there is a difference. So let's talk more about goals of exercise and then adapting the hours of the day accordingly. So most people want to practice because they want to lose fat or to gain muscle mass or both, but also you remember that you want to be healthy and more productive during the day. For example, if you practice yoga, it's usually more common and more preferable to practice in the morning, because you're not trying to reach your limits, you're not trying to break your body, you're not trying to gain muscle mass, you're trying to improve your health, improve your focus, improve your longevity, and basically generally you want to feel more energized and more ready after the practice and not feel exhausted and tired. If you're lifting weights and trying to gain muscle mass and you're exhausted after, that's great, that's totally different thing. But if you're practicing specifically yoga, you do want to become more energetic afterwards. Again, then you don't need to really fight your nature that much. If it's very hard for you to wake up and practice and you feel like crap and you really don't want to do anything, don't fight it. I would say try to do something basic, movements, spinal movements, basic sun salutations, stretches, walking a little bit in the morning, even for 10 minutes, and then exercise in the evening. And slowly you will see that these 10 minutes will become easier and easier, hopefully. If not, then it could be so many other factors, the way you sleep, the way you eat, many other things. You do want to create some movement ritual when you wake up. If it's coffee, it's some kind of a ritual, but also if you're doing like some walk around the block or some running or whatever, you can just do your stretches or your breath work in the morning, then it's some sort of a ritual that you kind of need to do when you wake up. And pretty much most of us have our own rituals that we do without even noticing them. So try to create some awareness in your daily routines. Another factor which is very practical but makes a lot of difference is our schedule. So some people are working very early, some people are working very late, some people have kids, some people, very changes. You work in shifts, you work from home. Do what you can. That's the best advice. Is if it's hard for you, it's too hard for you to practice in the morning or in the evening, then do whatever you can. If you can't do every day, then don't do it every day also. But make it the exercise fit your lifestyle. And sometimes you do need to rearrange your lifestyle or think, maybe I'm working way too many hours. Maybe I'm doing something else which is not that healthy in my lifestyle, and I can't change it right now, but I'll find a plan how I can change it in 1 year, 2 years, whatever. Maybe you have 2 babies and you work in 2 shifts, and then you have no time and you can hardly practice. Then you're not really thinking about optimizing the hours when you exercise. But you can think about 2 years from now when your kids will grow up and you have a babysitter or a daycare or something, then you could really shift and change the time you practice. If I would have to explain it in other words, I would say if you're a beginner and you need to choose the time that you want to practice, I would say do what is easy for you. You don't need any excuses. Then try to make it easier. If it's hard for you just to exercise, just to start practicing, then adding hard hours, so-called, like practicing in the morning when you're really tired, then it's just complexifying the situation. Do not make it more complex. Make it easier. Practice in the evening when it's comfortable for you, because you just need to start. But if you're already practicing, then maybe you can switch with times. But if it's very hard for you just to start, then make the hours as comfortable for you and just stick to a exercise and routine. That's it, guys. Hope these tips help. Feel free to comment, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have an idea or a question I can answer in a video, also send us. We read them, and see you in the next video. My name is Moti from Athletic Out. Bye bye.